Good morning to everyone, student. Here we are having lesson number 4 from class 8th Moral Science. In the previous video, we had already completed the explanation of lesson number 3. So, here we are going to see lesson number 4. Together, I will give you the notes of lesson number 3 and 4. Now we are having lesson number 4, being religious. Being religious, the meaning of religious, as everybody know, that we are living in such a country that we are having a right to follow our own religions, isn't it? Everybody is having their own religions, having right to follow their own religions. So being religious, that means adhyatmik hona. Okay, so here as you can see a picture, a saint is sitting and having the meditations, and their students are sitting just in front of him, following the rules and regulations whatever his master says. Okay, so this is the pictures which is being given in your book. Now moving toward the explanation of the lesson, let's see what is being given here. So here in this it is said that the lesson starts. Once Buddha said to his disciples, I want to send you to a foreign land, but what will you do if they do not listen to you? Here Buddha, okay, as we know that Gautam Buddha is there, he said to his disciples that I want to send you to a foreign land where foreign as the instead of our country, the some other country we are going to go, okay, it is called a foreign land. So if the disciples is going to be in the foreign land, but what will you do if they do not listen to you? That means in the simple word we can say that अगर मैं आपको फॉरेन भेजता हूँ तो आप वहाँ पर क्या करेंगे जब आपकी बातें लोग नहीं सुनेंगे तो. So O alignment 1, said one disciple, we will think that they are good people because though they have not listened to us, yet they have not abused us. It means that when we are going to the foreign, and if the people are not going to listen to our words, then we will think that they are the good peoples. Why we will think that they are the good peoples? Because they do not insulted us, they do not abused us. So that's why we can say that those people who are not listening to us, they are the good peoples. Okay, one of his disciples says that. Now, and if they abused you, now the master, that means Buddha, says to his people that if they abused you, ask the master. Okay, still we will think of them as a good people because they have not beaten us up, replied another disciple. Now here the master again questions, if those peoples to whom you are thinking that they are good because they did not listen to you and they did not abused you, if they are going to abuse you, then what you will think? Now the next disciples, he says that we will again think that he is a good person because he did not beaten us. ओके, बीटन दैट मीन्स उन्होंने हमको नहीं मारा है, इसलिए हम सोचेंगे कि वो अच्छा इंसान है. एंड इफ़ दे बीट यू अप, नाउ द बुद्धा अगेंस्ट क्वेश्चन टू हिज डिसिप्लिनर्स दैट इफ़ दे विल गोइंग टू बीट यू, इवन देन वी विल consider them as a good people. Now again the next discipliner explained him that after if they abused us, if they are not going to listen us, if they will going to beat us, then also we are going to say that people are good. Said the third disciple, for they would have thus sent us to God when we were still doing good. Now next para, you have passed the test, said the alignment one with a smile. Now what the test is? While asking the question, he is going to take a simple test to his discipliners. He was asking that if I am going to send you to a foreign land, and if the person is not going to listen you, if the person is not going to listen you, if the person is abusing you, beating you, then what do you think at that time? That all the disciples replied that we will think that they are the good peoples and might be sent by the God. Okay, then Buddha smiled and says that you people had passed in a test. Now you are capable of spreading my teaching. It means that he says that whatever I am teaching to you, you can spread to the world. Buddha was convenient that his disciples possess a strong faith in what he taught. Then they become truly religious people with real faith. They proved themselves to be true believers. Okay. Now here Gautam Buddha thinks that whoever the disciplines becomes a true people, they can spread their teaching, whatever the teaching is being given by him to his discipliners. Now faith is a strong belief which consists of understanding, trust, confidence. It is not a mere blind belief. Now here what the stories here, the story gets ends. Now the writer says about the real life. Okay, faith is a strong belief which consists of understanding, trust, and confidence. Here, faith is a strong belief which is having what? Understanding, trust, and confidence. It is not mere blind belief. अंधे हम ऐसा बिलीव, आंख बंद करके हम बिलीव नहीं कर सकते, ऐसा नहीं है हमारा रिलीजियस, ऐसा इस सेंटेंस का मतलब है. फेथ इज़ अ बिलीफ विच मेक वन सरेंडर oneself to God. It raised man beyond the material and perishable things. Faith in God gives us an understanding that there are a supernatural power which is all present and all loving. A strong belief in God who is omnipotent, omniscient, and all loving, give us a feeling of strength and security. True faith in God can be incredible things. It can work miracles. It can heal and remove suffering and pain. It can give us a peace, happiness, and slaveness. It means the full meaning of this paragraph. It says that if we are having a strong faith in our God, that Almighty is there to overcome from our problems, that means all the problems is going to be removed. Whatever the suffering we are having, the pain we are having, all things will be removed and it will be turned into a happiness. Now from the earliest time, man witnessed and experienced the existence of some superior force that were beyond his understanding and powers. Now from the earliest time means many times ago, some of the people has experienced a supernatural powers, a superior force which they are not a supernatural power, supernatural force, we can say that, which they are not understand what the power is. Overcome by fear, his worshipped natural force and object. The sun, the fire, rain, trees, and the earth were some of these early gods. That means some all beforehand. Still we are praying to sun god, isn't it? We are praying to moon god, tree god, rain god. Still we are praying to all this, and isn't it? In the course of time, man began to understand the world and the natural force better. He used his power of reasoning and began to understand that there is a supreme power that create and maintain everything. This awe-inspiring belief gave birth to religions. Now, when we experienced a supernatural force or powers, then we are going to believe in that, isn't it? We are going to pray in that. Such supernaturals are in the early age, and we are think that they are God, and still we are praying from them are sun, moon, tree, rain, earth, isn't it? Then here it says that in the course of time, man begins to understand the world and natural force better. Now after the time has been passed, man is developed and his thinking part is also developed. He is understanding what is the world is, and also understanding the natural power, okay, natural force. Then he used to develop power of reasoning and began to understand the supreme power and created a religion. Now we know that different people follows different religions. All religions teach us the same value: honesty, okay, sincerity, truth, love, peace, and service. As we know that today we are following many different religions in our country, and each religious teach you the same thing, that have honesty, be sincere, have truth, love, peace and service. These are the basic things which every religious is going to teach you. Different religions are in fact different path to the same designations God. We must not compare the different religions in an attempt to make our religion superior to the rest. Now here it is says that as the belief of every religious is same, that follow the sincerity, have peace, love each other, isn't it? So these are the common thing which every religious is going to follow. So wherever the whatever we are going to follow the religious, it reaches to the God. Okay. So neither should we do or says anything be little other religions and the people who practice them. We should not compare our religions to others' religions as well as to other religions, and we cannot say that this religious is superior than the other religion. Okay, so it is not a comparable thing to be compared, because every religious is a superior in themselves. Ideas and convenience of peoples vary, and so do the visions and dream about life. Now, next para. Today, there are several religions that coexist in the world. Of course, there are many religions which are existing in the world. Most of these religions have a number of sects within them. Everyone has the right and freedom to have their own religions, live in accordance with them. We must develop a respect for all the religions, their followers, their scripts, their rituals, and their place of worship. We should not do anything that hurt the religious sentiments of the other people. Now, here the writer says that we should love the other religions, we should respect their religious, and also we do not say anything which will make hurt to them. We do not damage the religious place where they are worshipped. So we have respect, as we are respecting our religions, in the same way we should respect the other religions also. All the religions teach us to respect and love all the human beings. Yes, it is a common thing in all the religion. All faith impart lessons of peace, harmony and tolerance. Of course, this is also the same in every religion, that every religion is going to teach you about peace, harmony and tolerance. No religions preach hatred, violence or discord. We all are children of the one and the same God. We may have different belief and we may have different belief in me. It means that as we are following the different religions, we are going to believe in different God, but all together they are same. Their teachings are same. Okay, to love human being, to have respect for each other, to have faith in God, all those things are similar for everybody. We have a right to be happy and a duty to keep others happy. Let us have a glance at some of the religions that there are being practiced by people in India and other part of the world. They are Hinduism, Christianity, Islam, Sikkim, Buddhism, Jainism. Then these are the religions which is followed in India, where as India is a country where many religions is being followed. So some of the religions we are going to see in this chapter. Clear everyone? So moving toward the explanation of each and every religion. Okay, we will have. So let's see about Hinduism. So next para is about Hinduism. So this is one of the oldest religion of the world. Of course, Hinduism is the oldest religion of the world. The word Hindu is not traceable in any religious book. It is believed that Aryans began to call themselves Hindus, and the religions they practice came to known as Hinduism. Now here it is said that the oldest religions in the world is Hinduism. The word Hindu is not traceable in any religious book. It means that not traceable, that means it is not present in any of the book, any of the religious book. It is believed that Aryans were going to follow Aryans are going to call them as a Hindus, and whatever the things, whatever the religions they are practicing, that becomes a Hinduism. Now, etymologically, the word may have its root in the word Sindhu. in Sindhi language, H is used instead of S, as a Maha for mass, month, and Hafta for, that is week, Saptah. Hafta that for Saptah, that is week. Hence Hindu for Sindhu. Clear? Now the Vedas, the Upanishad, the Purans, Bhagavad Gita, Upanyas, and the Ramayans are some of the holy books of Hindu. These are the holy books of Hindus. What are that? That Vedas, Purans, okay, then Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana. The Hindus believes in the incarnations of God. There are three Devdas mainly. Okay, so as we know that in Hinduism, many gods are present, and mainly three gods are worshipped. That gods' names are, that is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, who represent the divine power of creation and substance, distractions respectively. Now here mainly the three gods is represent, that is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, who created the divine power, okay, and substance, the life. Beside these three divine force, they also worships other god and goddess. They are the various manifestations of one Almighty. Hindu worships in temples or at home. This everybody knows, isn't it? Now next we are having Hinduism, pronounced the karma theory, which says that everyone has to bear the consequences of their actions. So a person is expected to tread the path of rightness and do good deed. One has to bear the pressure and pain of this world. After one death, the soul leave the body and take another's body. Rebirth is according to one's karma. Hinduism insists of good action, which are enables one to escape the cycle of birth and death and attain the moksha. So here what the theory of Hindu based on? So theory of Hindu based on स्पेशली कर्मा, जो हम कर्म करते हैं ना, उसी पर हमारा जो धर्म, हिंदू धर्म है, वो बेस्ड है. हियर इट इज सेड दैट एज यू डेड यू आर गोइंग टू हैव योर कर्मा एंड रीबोर्न अगेन विद द सेम फेट. ओके, सो rebirth is according to one's karma. Hinduism insists one on good action. That means whatever the good things you are going to do, that will be surely gives the moksha. Moving towards the next religions, that is Islam. Here Islam is the religious practiced by the Muslim. This everybody knows that Islam is practiced by Muslim. The literally meaning of the word Islam is submissions to God. Literal meaning of the word Islam is submissions to God. Islam was propagated by Prophet Muhammad, who was born in Mecca in AD 570 and dies in Medina in AD 632. After the death of the Prophet, his followers in a war of succession divided themselves into two groups. Now as the Muhammad is going to die, he is taken birth in Makkah and died in Medina. Okay, everybody knows that for Muhammad. So when he is, after his death, his followers is divided into two groups, one called as Shias and other is known as Sunnis. In the course of time, some more sects and traditions emerge in Islam. That means in this after these two divisions, as the time passes, some of the more religious is going to attach, traditions is going to merge with this Islam. Okay, the holy book of a Muslim is the Quran. It contains all that was revealed by God to the first week. In fact, many characters and descriptions found in the Quran resembles the Bible. Okay, the holy book of Christian. Quran teach that there is only one God, namely Allah. God is called by 99 other names in the holy book. The characteristics principle of Islam are as follows. So here we are having the characteristics principle which is followed by Islam. So first one is believe that there is only one God. So what is the first thing is that we have to believe in God, that there is only one God, the name is Allah. His messengers who brought Allah's first message to the world. Now second, say the namaz, that is a prayer, 5 times a day. Give donations to the poor. Observe Roza fast in the month of Ramzan. Go, if possible, on Hajj to Makkah at least one in the lifetime. So this is the five principle which Islam is going to follow. Islam teach that a person is born with dies only once, and that one the day of Qiyamah, the judgment day. Islam teach that a person is born and die only one day, that the day is called as Qiyamah. He will raise up and judge on the basis of his good or bad deed and sent to the heaven or hell. The Quran preach good moral conduct. It teaches that pride is bad and that all human beings are equal. It is prohibited drinking and gambling. Muslim worships in the mosque or at a home. So this is a common paragraph, you can understood easily. Moving towards the next paragraph, that is Christianity. So here the Christianity we are going to see. So Christianity, Jesus Christ is the founder of Christianity. His followers are called Christians. The holy book of the Christian is the Bible, which literally means the book. The Bible has the two parts, the Old Testament, which is based on Jewish sources, and the New Testament, which contained the details of the life and teaching of Jesus. In course of history, the Christians found themselves divided into Catholic and Protestant. The head of the Catholic Church is the Pope or the Holy Father, who live in the Vatican City in Rome. The place of worship of Christian is the church. The Christians believe in one God. Jesus Christ taught that there will be 3 persons in God, Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit. He claimed that he was the Son of God and that he came to redeem human beings from their sins. Christ laid emphasis on the virtue of love of God and love of their neighbor. He taught that we must love our enemies too. He said that the forgiveness we receive from God for all our sins will depends on the way we forgive other people. Before he died on the cross, he prayed for his enemies that, thus, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. The Bible says that after he was buried, Jesus rose from the dead and went to heaven with his body. The Christian believe that at the end of the world, all of us will rise from dead and will be judged by Jesus Christ according to our deeds. The good people will be taken to heaven and the evil ones will be sent to hell. The Christian priest, monk and nuns known for their dedicated service to the society. So dear student, here we can say that all the religions, either it will be Islam, either it will be Hindu, Christianity, isn't it? The Sikh, Buddhism, everybody is going to follow the same rules which we are having. Clear? Moving toward the next Sikh. So here it is said that this is the youngest of all the world religions. It was founded by Guru Nanak as well as 9 of his successors who are also called Gurus. Guru Nanak intended to eliminate Hinduism and Islam by observing the best principle and teaching of both the religions. This means Sikhism is the combinations of Hinduism and Islam. Whatever the good thing present in Hinduism and whatever the good principles and things are present in Islam, that is being observed and created one new religions. Okay, the Writing and teaching of gurus are compiled into the form of a book, that is Guru Granth Sahib. It is the holy scriptures of the Sikh. Thus Sikhism believe in one God who created the world and everything in it. Sikhs give a very high place to truth and greater stills in character. According to the Guru, impurity of heart is greed, impurity of tongue is falsehood, impurity of eye is gazing on one another, wealth, and impurity of eyes is listening to the slanders. The Sikh worships in Gurudwaras. The golden temples at Amritsar is considered by the Sikhs as the holiest frame. So dear student, here we had explained the lesson. This paragraphs are easy. Okay, so rest other explanation will be given on the next video. So here we are going to end our video. So thank you everyone. Try to learn the lesson, try to read the lesson. As you are going to read the lesson, it will be easily understood by you. So thank you.